is up, y'all? My name is Devin, and that's my name. So, today is going to be, my girlfriend's texting. Today's gonna be a little bit more of a different kind of video because I'm in a different headspace, I guess, than I typically am, or that I typically force myself to be in. It is right now 8:37. I'm gonna go to sleep in like 1 hour and go to the gym tomorrow morning. But I guess I kind of had this like the idea to make this video for a little while because I do struggle. Like, I hate to use that word. It's so often used and I feel like it sort of has lost the weight of it. Like, I struggle, like people struggle with not eating candy bars. It's not really the same thing, I guess, but I struggle with being happy, like a lot. Like, I really do struggle with being happy because, and I've told y'all my history, I guess, of my life, a little bit of background about myself, that my mom left when I was 17, and she chose to do what she did, and that's what she did, and I have things that I wish I could change about that, and how I let it affect myself, and how I sort of, will feel responsible for that every once in a while, and how I wish I had reacted to the situation. But my mom did leave. But I will just say that, if someone, and then I'm gonna move on from this entirely, but something that really stuck with me that somebody told me is, how many times does somebody have to show you who they are before you believe them, right? And I just feel like that person has shown me who they are, and I can no longer give them power to make me powerless, essentially, is the word for that. So that's that on that. And I feel like a lot of y'all can relate to that. And I would say that no matter what the relationship is, in regards to a friendship, a relationship, romantically, cousin, anything like that, if someone shows you who they are, like all gender, sexuality, everything aside, just in day-to-day life, believe them and take it as it is, and you don't have to be subject to that. But anyways, so that happened. My mom left, and then about 2 to 3 years after that, I was kicked out with my dad. Essentially, things had been going really shitty for us since my mom had left. We were kind of figuring out a way to deal with it, and it came to a point where my dad felt comfortable enough that he didn't really, I guess, need me anymore to like take care of my little brother and shit like that, and around the house to clean up and do household things. He had somebody there to take care of that now, so I was no longer needed. So, and he felt like me transitioning and me cutting my hair, because at that point I hadn't taken hormones or anything. I was simply just cutting my hair and binding, and he felt like that was too much for him to deal with. So he told me that I needed to leave. He said, "We have to plan your exit. You're no longer welcome in my house," essentially. I was like, okay. So I reached out to my girlfriend's parents. She set something up so that we could arrange a living arrangement with them, since I was no longer welcome in my childhood home. So that's what we did, and every step along the way, even in my childhood, I always found it very bittersweet to be happy, because if we were happy in my house, that meant one of two things. Either we were pretending like someone didn't just punch a door in, spit on each other, threaten to jump out of a car, so many more things. I'm not trying to like air out my childhood or anything like that. I'm not even going as deep as I possibly could, but I say that to say, if we were happy, we were overcompensating for the fact that some crazy shit had just happened before my little brother was born, after he was born, and then within my parents. If we were just being happy, we were going out to dinner, we're going to the movies, we're going to a theme park, it was always to distract from the fact that some crazy shit had just happened. And also, when my mom left, if my dad was overly happy, it meant that something was gonna go down within the next hour or two, because happiness was always followed by extreme emotions that were the exact opposite. Okay, it was always a cycle, like happiness fucked up this, happiness fucked up this, if you get what I'm saying. And that's kind of cool because I have like a circular frame thing, so I'm in the middle of the frame right there, so it's whatever, you get what I'm saying. Okay, so I kind of am at a point in my life where I'm mostly the person in charge of my life, I'd say, for the most part. Obviously, I do have a girlfriend, but I'm no longer like reliant upon my dad. Like, hey dad, can I go here? Can I go there? Shit like that. But I find myself being in situations where I should be happy, and I feel like I step outside of my body and simply don't experience it because I'm just waiting for the other thing to happen. And I should have put a disclaimer out there as well. I'm saying all this to say, like, I know a lot of people, especially us, like us, we go through so much shit, feeling dysphoric, feeling like not being here anymore, having fucked up childhoods, having just so much, I guess, trauma. And I hate to use such words that have been overly used so much, but it would essentially be called trauma, right? And we just feel like fucking nobody understands. And I certainly do feel like nobody understands, and it's true to a certain degree. No one can understand what you've been through because it's your lived experience, I guess is the corniest way to put it. But yeah, that's why I'm even making this video. But so I just simply feel like it's easier and more comfortable for me to feel sad and fucked up and just waiting for the other shoes to drop, essentially, than it is for me to be happy and genuinely bask in the happiness, and I guess bask in the moment, because I would just rather feel baseline, not feel anything at all, than to feel the extreme highs and lows of what was my life for 20 years. And I guess that's kind of where I am now. Like, I have this, I'm able to make money from this, which is super awesome, and shameless plug, please subscribe so I can continue to make money off of this. I'm able to make money with my personal training business, and I have some other things that I'm also working on. Also, shameless plug, if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, personal training plans, or personalized meal plans, go ahead and email me, devinlesscoaching@gmail.com, because I don't want to be unsuccessful and depressed. What use is that? But anyways, I'm at this place where I am sort of developing a life for myself, I guess. And the fact of the matter is, I'm 22 years old. I didn't think I would be this age, and people say it all the time, but it's true as fuck. And 100% honest, a lot of the time, literally just existing is like, whoa. I didn't ask for this, bro. I didn't ask for this. And I don't know, like, I don't feel it as much. I guess, like, I feel kind of numb. Like, on the day I feel kind of numb, I just kind of feel like, okay, here's my set shit to do. Wake up, eat, train, go over client stuff, film YouTube videos, edit YouTube videos, go on date with girlfriend, help girlfriend with training, go on a walk with girlfriend, make lunch, make dinner, make breakfast, eat breakfast, so on and so forth. And I set these little daily routines for myself so that I don't really have too much time to think and take a step back and I guess look up and feel things, I guess is the way to put it. And when I do get an opportunity like this, like my girlfriend's in Chicago right now, and I'm not there, I'm here, and you know, that's just because I have work to do, I have shit to take care of. But I guess this is an example of getting a chance to breathe, wake up from your normal routine and just be like, okay, I actually feel like shit. And I have come to the realization, as I do like every 6 months, that most of the time I'm just very baseline. I don't feel happy, I don't feel sad, I just feel normal. And I don't know if I'll ever feel any different than that. But I guess also what I'm trying to say is that you can still be like a successful, not to call myself successful because I'm, holy shit, nowhere near where I see myself being on a day-to-day basis, like the future that I have set for myself. But I guess what I'm saying is that you're still able to be, I will call myself productive at the very least. At the very, like, I'm productive, okay? Like, you can be a productive, not asshole, piece of shit person, member of society, and still not be super happy. Like, truthfully, I kind of still have this defense mechanism, coping mechanism of making people laugh, being the funny guy. I guess displacing any actual vulnerability through these coping mechanisms. So when people are like, oh, like how my dad used to say this, like, you're always like laughing, you're always making jokes with people. And it's like, yeah, so I don't have to be funny, bro. But whatever. So also a big part that plays a giant difference in me still literally standing in the simulation that we existed is being able to train, being able to go to the gym and literally tear my muscle fibers apart, get out all of the anger and burden and sadness and frustration that I feel in LA fucking fitness, and I get to do it in a way that I'm not hurting anybody, I'm not arguing with my girlfriend, continuing along the path that my parents were continuing on. I'm not getting like, I don't know. I guess I'm just very happy for the outlet. And it's kind of why I go so hard for you guys, because we all know, like, I used to be that little stick. I used to be chubby, and it comes across as vain a lot of the time when I'm like posting my shirtless pictures, and I'm like, I'm standing here shirtless with you guys right now, but honestly, I've literally worked my ass off to be here, and also it's kind of like a gender euphoria moment for myself as well, because I didn't think I would be here. I didn't think I would look like this. I always told myself this, and I've said this to my girlfriend many times as well. Like, I always thought maybe in the next life I'll be able to be what I actually want to be. And part of that is still true. Maybe in the next life I'll be able to be a regular guy with biological family, and all those the little fixings of life that people so callously take for granted, and I can't blame them because they don't know any better. So we're nearing like 14 minutes here, so I'm gonna cut your guys', give your guys' time to check, because I don't think I'm gonna edit this, to be honest. This whole video that I've made is essentially to give you guys like personal insight, because I know only the real ones are gonna watch this video. Only the real ones are even gonna stay till this long. People who really only care about like surface level stuff, not to degrade them or not to belittle them or anything, but people who don't really care about Devin as a human being aren't really gonna watch this video. So I say this to say, like, guys, like, it's hard for me sometimes to survive, like to keep doing the same shit over and over again, to live life. Like, we genuinely did not ask to be here. Like, you didn't ask to be born. People just made you. And sometimes it feels like, well, if that's the case, why can't I just unmake myself? Like, genuinely. But it's like, take it day by day and fucking DM me, talk to me, see what's up, let's talk about shit together. Because you guys, my client, like, I hate to say clients, because like these are people, you guys are people that I like speak, who actually, take the opportunity to tell me how they genuinely feel, are people that I connect with, you know what I mean? And it's like, I feel like I benefit just as much out of being your coach as much as you benefit from me, because seeing you like follow the plan to a T, seeing you fix your form, seeing you train with intensity, seeing you just be an absolute beast, literally like makes me feel like I have a purpose. And it's kind of egotistical, right? But I feel like everybody wants to serve a purpose in their life, and they kind of just don't want to admit it. But everyone wants to get something out of an experience. And what I want to get out of an experience of being your coach is like offering you a service creating your meal plan, I'm creating your training plan, I'm adjusting as we go, I'm helping you reach your target, I'm helping you reach your goal. And when you actually follow that to a T, it's like, okay, people actually give a fuck, people actually care. And then the other side of that is also, I serve a purpose. I'm helping people who come from similar situations as I do kind of take control of their lives, take control of your situation. So I guess that's also some insight into why I decided to become a coach, because a lot of guys do it as like an easy way to make money or an easy way to, you know, dick ride themselves, or like, I have abs, so now I'm gonna tell other people they can get abs, when that's like so not the point whatsoever. Unless you want it to be, then it can be. But I don't know, I just kind of like serving a purpose for you guys. And what's more of a purpose than literally being proud of the vessel that you are being forced to roam this earth in? So I don't know, that's it. Like, that's really just how I feel about shit. Like they said, it gets better. Who remembers that it gets better? I would definitely have been told it gets better by like counselors and shit. And it's like, it gets better for sure. Like, I don't look like a fat girl anymore, but in here, anyways, shit still is kind of whack. I guess we'll leave it at that, right? Why not? But genuinely speaking, if you're not tired of the plug yet, if you'd like me to coach you, like genuinely speaking, if you'd like meal plans, dedicated to your goals, right? So if you want to lose weight, gain muscle mass, just live a healthier lifestyle in general, you have questions about the gym, you have questions about training, you want a training plan, anything like that, the whole nine or simply advice, email me, deviniscoaching@gmail.com, to the description below. Follow me on Instagram, DVNSPRS. DVNSPRS, that's my Instagram. And comment whatever the fuck you want to comment down below for the algorithm, because like being able to make money off of this shit makes it so much more realistic to allot my time to it. And seeing you guys, like, your feedback is super cool to me as well. So comment whatever you want to comment. Let's fucking talk. You guys know I love to talk in my comments, so let's do it. So before this video ends up being 20 minutes, I don't know if I've ever said this before. I think I'm ready to take the next step. Okay, I love you guys, like seriously. So that is the video. Like I always say, when I say this, I fucking mean it. Okay, Devin loves you. I'm a fucking dog. Whether my brain knows it or not, I'm a fucking dog. Devin is out of here.